What's up, y'all? Thanks for hanging out with me again. Listen, do you guys do the same thing that I do? It's like you're already in work mode, so as soon as you get home from work, you just come on in the kitchen and work some more. That's me. I just like to get my stuff out the way. That's the way my brain works. Like, I don't like thinking about what else I got to do for the day. So as soon as I get in, I get my dinner made so that everybody is straight. Okay, so enough of me yapping. I'm gonna make some teriyaki glazed salmon, some petite green beans, and some fried rice. Now, real quick, one disclaimer about the fried rice. I prepared it in a way that the people in this house would actually eat it. Okay, it's kids here. They ain't fooling with no curds, no peas, no bean sprouts. They ain't fooling with none of that. So the fried rice is gonna be real, real basic, but feel free to add whatever vegetables you think that you and your family would enjoy. All right, now for real, let me be quiet. Come on, let's get this work done. All right, guys, so the first thing we want to do is grab a bowl and add in all the ingredients that we're going to use to make our teriyaki glaze. What I've added to my bowl is dark brown sugar, dark soy sauce, ginger paste, garlic paste, honey, and water as well. You all will see me using measuring spoons here. This is just for you guys to see. I do not use measuring spoons or cups when I cook for myself, okay? But I wanted to give you guys a visual. In terms of your ingredients, at the end of the video, you can just check the description box and all of the measurements will be there. Right here, you see me adding in my water. That's the last thing I add to the teriyaki sauce. And then just grab a whisk and mix it all together until it's well incorporated. After that, you're just going to set it aside and work on your cornstarch slurry. You'll see me adding about 4 tablespoons of cornstarch here to about 1 cup of water. Make sure that your water is cold, okay? You want to use cold water when you're making your cornstarch slurry. Go ahead and mix it up, and same thing, set it to the side. Then you're gonna get you a pan and put it on, let's say about medium to high heat. Just bring the temperature up for a while until it comes to a boil. And then you can add in the cornstarch slurry. Take your whisk, incorporate that with the ingredients there, and allow it to, again, come to a boil. Eventually it's going to thicken. Only takes a few minutes or so. Once you've done that part, add in a little dab of sesame oil. And that's, that's if you prefer. You don't have to do that part, but I like to add a little sesame oil at the end. Here I am pouring it into 2 different containers because I plan on, once it's cool, freezing one of these containers so that when I want to make teriyaki anything later, I'll already have it made. I just steamed a few green beans and set it aside. I already had green beans in here, but if broccoli is your preference, you can do that as well. Like it doesn't matter, whatever green vegetable you like. All I added to my green beans was some salt, pepper, butter, and a little olive oil. Here you'll see me removing the skin from my salmon. Of course, you can go to your seafood market and have them remove the skin for you, but I found that sometimes, I don't know, they either take too much of the flesh off with the skin, or like something just, I don't know, sometimes it just doesn't work out. I just go ahead and do it myself. You'll see me adding a little salt and pepper to my salmon. You don't want to add a whole lot of salt and a bunch of other seasonings because to me it just takes away from the flavor of the fish. I don't like all of that extra stuff on my salmon. Just salt and pepper, especially if I'm going to add a any kind of glaze to it. So you want to take your salmon and sear it in your pan for about 2 or 3 minutes on each side, and that's it. Same thing, I don't like my salmon well done. I like my salmon crisp on the outside and nice and tender in the middle. That doesn't take a long time, I promise you. Here you'll see me scrambling up my egg. Same thing, less than a minute to scramble the egg. Add a little olive oil or peanut oil if you have that. And then you're going to make sure you add in some day-old or 2-day-old rice. You don't want to use fresh rice. If you do, it's going to be a little mushy. Flavor will still be good, but just know that the consistency of your rice will be a little different, okay? So it's best to make the rice the day before, 2 days before. Usually I just use rice that's left over from what I probably served for dinner the night before. Here I went on and, like I said, fried up your rice about a good minute and then a minute or two. And then go ahead and add in some of that teriyaki sauce that you made. Then you can follow up with some oyster sauce and just incorporate that. Make sure you're coating all of your rice. Y'all see me adding in a little sesame oil. I like sesame oil, y'all, but not a whole lot. Just like a little taste. Just a little taste of it. Anyway, go ahead and mix all of that in. And in the end, you want to add in some garlic butter. Again, you can buy garlic butter already made in the store, or you can do like me. Make it yourself. Get some butter and some garlic. It's real simple, y'all. And right here, I am just adding in a few spring onions for color and flavor. Again, if I were making this for myself, I would have added a few more vegetables, maybe some bean sprouts, some carrots, some peas, red onions if I had that in here. But anyways, it's still going to be real good just like this. So you'll see me just getting a little shot of that there fried rice. And here's the fun part, plating it all up. I love to pack my rice into a bowl and just pack it down in there nice and tight so that there's a little rice mold going on there. Again, more spring onions on top. There's my salmon and my green beans. And you know I got to put a little glaze on top of that salmon, sesame seeds, more spring onions, and a side of teriyaki sauce. Doesn't that look good, guys? All right, y'all, so let me go ahead and pull out that plate. We got to get the money shot. All right, y'all, so this is our final product. It looks so good, right? I want you all to try this at home. Let me know how it turns out. This is definitely one of my favorites. I absolutely love teriyaki glazed almost anything. But anyway, thanks again for hanging out with me. I look forward to seeing you guys next week. If you haven't already, be sure to subscribe. And don't forget to like, share, and comment.